Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. In today's video, I will be telling you why I cut my locks, and I will also show you how I did it after cutting the locks. I started my lock journey late 2020, around July or August. Why I did it? Well, my mom and my sister did theirs, and after a long time, I was convinced and I said, this is the way to go. Not knowing that maintenance would have gotten me. Before I started my lock journey, I had a nice head of hair with a nice afro, and it was truly hard to maintain as well because it was natural. However, I could have, styled my hair in different ways. Of course, with locks, you can style your hair in many different ways and ways that looks really good. But with my hair, the center part was zigzag, and after a while you would realize that you couldn't see the zigzag anymore. And that was because my hair, it grew really fast over the years. So with that being said, it was pretty hard to style my hair. And then when it came on to maintenance, I'm not the person who love to maintain hair. So it wasn't like a 1 month and then maintain, it was like 5 months. So I would have been out there with my hair up until 5 months, and then when the 5 months hit, trust me, it was a task to do the hair completely. So it took a lot of time. At first, it took me like 2 hours to do the entire hair when we just started. But after, because of the 5 months maintenance and so on, it took like about 4, 5, 6 hours. Well, maybe not so much because we had break in between. So yes, so with that, my hair, it was so tender. I don't know, you didn't even have to touch it for it to be tender. So the hair itself, it was tender. It was also so hard to do. It was so hard to do, and I didn't like getting it done. And it wasn't like it was a case where the person that did the hair did it super hot. No, it wasn't that case because she was so gentle with my hair. So I am saying right now that I cut my locks because I wanted a change, and it was super tender. The maintenance wasn't being done on time, and also the styles were limited because if I didn't catch my hair up in one, then I would catch it half up, half down, or just one every day. So I wanted a change, and the hair was pretty tender, really tender. But I was planning to cut my hair in the late December, but I decided last minute on a Sunday to cut my hair. So this took about maybe around 4 hours because I had to cut my hair even lower than you're seeing right here because it was taking up a lot of time. So the first thing I did was cut the hair to a length that I thought would have worked best for me. And the things that you need when doing this is a good comb. a good comb. So if you don't have a good comb, get it before you try to comb your locks out. So I had a few combs, and so I started using them. My mom helped me to comb out my locks on this day, and I am so appreciative of her. I appreciate it so much. So we cut it to the length that we wanted it to be, and then we started to comb it with the comb. So I started using the back at one point to get it combed out, and so one of the strand, to the length that I cut it, one strand took about 15 minutes to got done. So yeah, that's why I had to cut it even lower in the end, because I didn't have any time, and it needed to be pulled out so I can do my hair that same day. So this is what we are doing to pull it out. We are using a comb. I use the back of the comb, that's a tail comb, to just comb it from the end going toward. And as I said, it took about 15 minutes for me to comb that little strand out, and I continued with the others. Before I started the combing out process, I was told that I need some air conditioner or something moist, and I didn't have any air conditioner. Why? Because I don't usually use air conditioner in my locks because it builds up after a while. So I didn't have that, so I had to do it without the air conditioner. So I did grease the hair though. I added some oil that I had mixed with olive oil among other things, and I just sprayed it all over the hair, and so I think that helped out a lot. And this, I had one section down, and I've been continuing. So my mom helped me out so much, so I'm just so appreciative of that. At one point though, I had to just go on my own because it was so uncomfortable to have two persons doing the hair at once. So I went ahead and started, and at this point the comb wasn't helping me much, so I went for a pen. So not professional, so not demure, but I had to use the pen, and it worked so good for me. Yeah, so the pen, and this was the time that I just went for the scissors and I started cutting a bit lower so I can get to finish up the hair. And it really took a while. So most persons were like, why did you cut it? You could have just combed it out. But combing out the hair, depending on the time, it takes a lot. So you have to ensure that you put a lot of effort, a lot of time in your hair if you're planning to comb it all the way out. And I think you probably have to try to get some conditioner and so on. But I did try the conditioner when I was pulling out someone's hair, and it didn't work much for me at all. So it wasn't working for me. So I think the conditioner, it probably works on some person's hair but not all. So I guess you'd have to try to see if that works with you. Maybe it would have worked with mine because my hair was big. I did it big, the person that I pulled out there, helped them pull out there, theirs were really fine. So I'm guessing it had to do it could have worked with mine, but I just didn't have any at that point in time. So that's how it is. I'm still using the pen, and I'm telling you, the pen is helping out a lot. If I didn't have it, I don't know. And the combs that I used first, they were they popped. I wouldn't say popped, but they broke. They broke some of them, the teeth of them. I had one that was iron, like it had it and some irons at the end, and that was so bent, but the iron at the end, it was super weak. But yeah, so those it didn't work. When I was pulling out the person's ear, I used those cheap combs that is a plasticky, but it's a, I don't know how to, I'm going to see if I can insert it here, but it's a comb that Jamaicans used to part ear, and so that's what I used. And even though the teeth, they just popped out, the end of the comb was hard enough to go through the lock, and that is what helped with the finer ear. But yeah, so this, as I said before, this took a while, and after I was through with pulling it out, I was so grateful. I was amazed. I was happy. It was short at some point, well, short everywhere, but some part was really short because I did cut it to the end. So yeah, but it made me feel a lot lighter. And then I just used some elastic because it was so short. I used some elastic. Well, I had to wash it to get all those things out, wash it so I could be able to comb it out. And trust me, it worked out for the good. And I got a chance to do my hair that same night. So it was, I can say that it was a successful comb out. And if I had not cut it, maybe even up until this day, I would have been combing out the locks, because it took a long time, took really long. And I've seen videos with persons who comb out their lock from the end. They didn't cut it any at all, and that took them like 11 days. Yeah, so I didn't have that time on my hand. So this is what I did, just comb it. Another thing with the locks is that it peels your edges off, like it takes it out. Maybe because I was catching my hair up in one all the time. Yeah, but this is how my hair looks now. I just a relief. Yeah, so I washed it and then I comb it, and I'm going to show you how I combed it, how it's looking at this present. So at this point, I was happy that my hair was through. I was truly joyful, and I'm grateful to my mom for helping me out with the hair. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now, so stay tuned. And as I've mentioned before, it was a last minute thing, so these were the braids that I had, so that's what I used. And this is how it's looking. Yeah, Thank you for watching my video. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, bye. God bless you. Happy holidays.